Hello, and welcome to another episode of Tyler Time. In today's episode, I just thought I would talk a little bit about why I love Finland so much and just try to speak a little bit off the cuff. And the reason I want to bring this up is that I'm actually back in Finland for the summer. So yeah, I just got here a few days ago, and just being back in Helsinki always feels so good. Like there's just something in my soul that is awoken. So today I want to talk a bit about what are the things about Finland that make me love it so much. Like it's weird because it's like I don't love other countries the way I love this country. That's how you know it's love, okay? One of the first things that I notice whenever I come back to Finland is just how like kid-friendly the city is. I mean the whole country, but especially Helsinki. You think like for a big city, at least in the US, like you never see kids unaccompanied by their parents or some, guardian. Here you'll see like 7-year-old kids just like walking to and from school, taking the public transportation on the metro or on the trams. And there's something really nice about living in a society where that's very common and it's safe, and it also must be really nice for kids because yeah, that wasn't the case for me growing up. I mean, I could go outside in our neighborhood and that was awesome. But like being able to go to a store, there's no way I could go to a store. I'd have to leave the neighborhood and that was forbidden. So yeah, I really love how just kind of free and safe and clean the city is for all of its inhabitants, the elderly and the young. I also really like the weather. In a weird twist of fate, the day I arrived was also the day that the weather got really crappy here in Helsinki. Like all of May, I could see on Instagram, everyone was just loving it. Like it was one of the warmest Mays on record. And the whole time I was in Washington, DC, and it was just disgusting. Like hot, humid, and rainy. You can't really even go outside because there's no sun and it's gonna rain on you. And it's so hot, you're just gonna sweat through your clothes anyway. You don't have that here. That's one thing I love about Finland is you don't have the crazy, hot, humid, wet weather that I had all May in Washington, DC. I think also just the quality of the air here is so crisp and clean. It just like, it feels good to breathe. Okay, maybe I'm really just like imagining things at this point. Now, why else do I love Finland so much? Oh, here's another reason I love Finland. I love that, at least Helsinki, all right? I love that I can walk around the city so easily. Like you can even just a 20-minute walk will get you pretty far across the city. And it's a very pedestrian friendly city. Like cars will actually yield to you. I complain so much. I mean, the US isn't terrible. I mean, but it's kind of bad. It's not great for pedestrians. Plus everything is so far. Look, this is not a video about like dissing America. Like America, it's got its own great things about it too. This is a video about why I love Finland. I like that you can just walk places. Also like that it's small and that I often run into people that I know. Like within a few minutes of walking, I saw like an old friend and we just were catching up, and that's just the kind of thing that never happens in the US for me. Like just bumping into people casually on the street because you're always in a car, or you know what I mean? Like you gotta Uber one place to the next. What else do I really like? I think it's just beautiful here. I think the nature is so inspiring and calm. Like there's, some nature where it's like a jungle with like lots of insects and stuff, and I'm like, that's beautiful, but I'll just look at photos. I don't feel like I'm making a good video. I feel maybe I should have planned out what I was supposed to say. This is gonna suck for me to edit later. I apologize to you, future Tyler, for this nonsense. What else do I love about Finland? I think people are really friendly here. And I mean, another thing for me as a foreigner, at least as an English-speaking foreigner, it's very easy to get around just using English. I think that was something for me made it a lot easier for me to integrate into Finnish society and to feel more like I'm a part of culture here and not just, you know, a foreign observer and like trying to learn how to understand it. I mean, what else do I really like? I like that you can drink water from the faucet. That's not the case everywhere. And even in like Washington, DC, like you probably should use the water filter. Even though someone had told me like the water is okay, it's just kind of where you live. A lot of the pipes haven't been renovated in years and years. And so they might be leaching metal or chemicals into the water that you need to filter out. I don't know how true that is, but I like how clean and just how, I like how clean everything is here. Another thing I like about Finland, well, I mean, the architecture, right? Like, especially in a lot of the historic neighborhoods of Helsinki, you get the most beautiful buildings. And I like just how simple and elegant they are and how colorful everything is. I think that makes a big difference when you're walking down the street and you just have all these colors kind of popping out. Yeah, and actually, you know what? I'm gonna plug one of my favorite Instagrams. Y'all should check out this account here. It's called Helsinki Facades. I love it. I just think this guy is an excellent photographer. So what I love about this account is that you've got like this, you know, amazing photographs of the architecture here and really good detailed description of the history, like where it is, who designed it or built it, and, you know, kind of trivia about how it was built or, you know, maybe when it was rebuilt. Like, y'all should really follow Helsinki Facades. This guy is fantastic. And here's a little trivia for you. One of these buildings I've lived in, and he took a photo of my building with my window at the time that I was living in it. I was just like, wait, that's where I live, right there, and I could see my window. But yeah, just there's so much great architecture here in Finland. Oh, so I think that's enough for this video on why I love Finland, and now I'm back in Finland, and you know, maybe I'll make another video. I'm sure after I make this and I start editing, I'll realize that there are like 27 other things I should have included in here, but that'll be a future episode. We can talk about more of those things. What did you guys think of the things that I said? Do you agree? Do you disagree? What would you add? Leave some notes in the comments. I want to hear what you think about Finland, what you love. Oh, one other thing I'll mention really quickly. I love the poll feature that YouTube has where like you just click up here or here. I don't remember which side. I think it's here. You click on that and you can vote in the polls that I can create, and then I get to see your responses. And I really want to make a video where I go through some of those poll results and just see like, you know, which mug you guys liked, how many Moomin mugs you own, because apparently you guys own way too many mugs. Think about that. Like if you could use one mug a day and not have to wash your mugs for like 3 months. That's ridiculous. Thanks for watching this video, guys. It's always fun to make these. They feel a bit more casual. They feel more personal, and this is the kind of content that I want to put out for y'all. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.